All right, joining us now on this segment of Locally Sourced is owner of the District Pub and Kitchen, Abel. How you doing, man? How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thank you for having me. And it's rolling up over here. Everything's going well.
Yeah. Hey, talk a little bit about about your joint, man, and how it all got started.
All right. Well, just a little bit of background. I came out here. I'm currently in Afghanistan, Bagram, to be exact. I came out here in 2009, and I always wanted to do something for El Paso before I got done doing what I'm doing now. So, it took some time to basically build and come up with a plan and meet the right people to come up with the district basically. And in 2016, we found the perfect location at Piedras. I got with my general manager Nick Acosta. He found a perfect spot for us, which was Joe, John, and Mark's, which everybody probably knows about that spot.
Yeah.
It's a huge landmark for El Paso. So yeah, like we found it. We bought it from the old owner uh, that was running it, and it just took off from there. We remodeled it a bit, and it took off from there.
That's awesome, man. I mean, talk about why do you think that? Why do you think, besides it being already a landmark from the previous owners, and everything, what made the district stand out when you guys took it over and remodeled everything?
Okay, yeah. I personally think what Nick has done is, we're just basically not another bar. I'm not saying that all these other bar owners are the same way or anything, but
Right.
we try to give back to the community. He's really involved in every school year we try to give supplies to the children in need. We support our teachers, free meals and stuff like that. Um, and also for the women's batter shelter that's right there off of Piedras by us. So I think that providing for the community has given us a great name, not just taken from the community, um, as well as our food, our our prices, and our local ingredients that we use. We basically brought a product in that was nationally known, not nationally, excuse me, it was known by the community, and we upped it a little bit to better ingredients, better tasting, and I think that's what got us known. And of course, word of mouth. I know when we first came out with the menu, we had a page called 915 Blast, which I still don't know who the owner is. And they went to go eat, and he did a review on us, and that's before we even took off. He did a review on us, and I kid you not, the very next day we had lines coming out the district. So if he's watching, thanks for that.
Well,
But it's basically word of mouth and how we treat our customers. I think that's elevated us to the top
yeah, man.
in such a short time.
I've been to the spot, man, and I every time I've gone about it, I had a great experience, and the food is great, atmosphere is awesome, service is great, man. It's a great place to visit. So if you haven't been to the district over there off Piedras, go out there, check it out, have some food, have some drinks, have some fun, especially with everything starting to reopen. And we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
But talk a little bit about you guys ended up expanding now. Talk a little bit about the new location over on Airways.
So yeah, it fell on our in our lap. The shop owner, he was a regular at the Piedras location, and he said, "Hey, won't you guys come to to Airway, to the shopping center over here at 1160 Airway Drive, and open up shop. I have two spots open that you guys could remodel and do whatever you guys want." So
Nice.
he gave us a lot of leeway to basically do whatever our vision, to do whatever we wanted at this Airway. I mean, at this Piedras at the excuse me, at the new District Club and Kitchen location. Because at the old one we already had a building, we already everything was constructed, so we just had to remodel it. But this
Right.
one was basically our vision, and we threw it in there. So again, it took us 4 years, but I think we did it the right way, and hopefully that won't be the last one. Hopefully we have plans to move further to the east.
Nice, man. That's awesome. I've been out there a few times. It's closer to my regular 9 to 5 job, so I've gone out there for a couple of Taco Tuesdays and hooked it up out there, man.
Yeah.
It's some good food, man. I mean, it's just as good as the other
Thank
one.
you, thank you.
I really enjoy it. And talk a little about what sets your place apart from the other establishments around the city.
Okay. Well, we're more, I guess you could say our crowd's a little bit more of a, I want to say, older crowd, which would be like 25, 30 and above crowd. So, we don't have all these fights. We don't have all this ruckus going on into our locations. You know what I mean? We
Right.
invest a lot into our security to keep everybody safe, to keep everybody having fun. I know at the Piedras location, what people really love is our dance floor. So,
Yeah.
they go there on the weekends and they love dancing the night away. Unfortunately, for the Airway location, we didn't have enough room for the dance floor. But people still go. They still have fun, dance and everything. But I think what sets us apart from a lot of the other bars is our customer service, and like you're saying, our food. It speaks a ton for itself. People love it.
Does, man. And talk about, I know you mentioned your security a little bit, and brings me into my next question, set of questions, is talk a little about how the pandemic and COVID-19 has affected you guys since everything going down.
Okay. So yeah, as we shut down for the pandemic in March, right on what was it St. Patrick's Day, they shut us down. We were able to. They said the city said we could have it open. We were open, and the cops came and they shut all the bars down, not just us. So we were shut down, monitoring the situation. We could have opened a couple of days later for the to-go orders only for food, but
Right.
we kind of wanted to monitor everything to see what was going on before we, went in head first without knowing what was going on. So yeah, like every other business, like it affects a lot the small businesses more than their corporations.
Right.
Because basically you got to keep it afloat with your personal money, or hopefully you had something saved up. But like everybody was saying, the bills don't stop. You're basically shut down, and the bills don't stop.
Right. It's just glad you guys were able to stay afloat. Talk a little about your guys' plans for reopening. I know stuff's going on right now, and you're allowed to open 25% capacity. Talk
Correct.
a little about what you guys are doing to keep the customer safe and also to keep the staff safe as well.
Okay. So yeah, the 25% rule came into effect. I believe it was Friday, last
Hmm.
Friday. Um, so what we ended up doing, we've been working with Air Defense, which is a local company for El Paso, which goes and sanitizes your whole establishment.
Right.
Air, tables, absolutely everything from top to bottom. So we did that with the Airway location when we first opened up for the to-go orders, and then when we opened up again for the for dining and everything, they came in again for both locations and did their whole suite of the locations. So they basically they sanitize top to bottom, including your air and everything. And
Hmm.
then of course we've always had a cleaning crew that goes after we're closed and cleans every day. But now they're more meticulous on sanitizing all the tables, sanitizing the chairs, the bar tops, everything. And then another thing we're doing as well is we have sanitizing stations at both of the bars, so customers could go in there and not only wash their hands and everything, but they could throw in a little bit of hand sanitizer and keep everybody
Right.
safe. And besides that, everything's disposable that we're having right now. Our menus, cups, and we're requiring our staff to wear masks.
That's awesome, man. I'm just glad you guys were able to do all that, and also um, just keep it safe for everyone at with as far as
Yeah.
staff and customers as possible, man. That's something great you could do, and something I'm hoping a lot of businesses that are opening up follow. I mean, you've seen stuff all around the city, and some of the stores opening up, and
Yeah.
people just don't care. So it's cool to know that a business owner and a business like you guys are caring for not only customers but for the community as well. So
Thank you. Thank you.
that's pretty awesome, man. So
Yeah. It takes a little bit of more money to do, but it's worth it to keep everybody safe, because that's what we're here for. We're here for the community, and keeping everybody safe. Keeping the numbers down. But again, it's well worth it. And you might spend a little bit of extra money, extra profit in your pocket, but it's way worth it. You know what I mean? So you don't be the problem. You're basically the solution.
well, I need to ask you, man. So, and maybe everyone else can try. Is there a specific menu item that you guys carry that you would suggest, like maybe first timers going to pick up and maybe try first?
Well, you know what? We've had people from all over California, Vegas, Florida, and I know they're not accustomed to the district rolled tacos or any rolled tacos at that. It's an El Paso thing, I guess you could say. So I would recommend our red beef, and unless you've already tried it and you're from El Paso, I know people really love the Serrano chicken tacos and our hamburgers. Basically, what I want to say is like you can't really go wrong with our menu. Everybody loves everything on the menu.
Yeah.
If you go on Google and stuff like that, and our Facebook pages, everybody's raving about certain food items. So it just depends on your taste buds and where you're trying to get that day. But not to toot my own horn, but we have a great kitchen manager,
Yeah.
John, and he does his best to keep everything tasting good and keeping everything on track.
Yeah, no, man. I, I don't consider myself a foodie, but I know how to eat, and that food is good there, man. You guys have some great stuff on the menu. I think my favorite are the rolled tacos and the especially Taco Tuesday when I go probably clean out your guys' bar on Airway and eat all the tacos you guys have. So that's always good.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to
Talking
say?
about foodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little piggy, but talking about foodies, we actually had there's a Facebook page, let's say Foodie El Paso, something like that, and they threw an event at Piedras, and they're big Yelpers and everything, and they love the food. They wanted to try it out. We invited them over, and all of them had nothing but good to say about that. Now you're speaking about foodies, but yeah, that was a big impact for us as well.
It's good, man. I mean, yeah. You can't go wrong with tacos and drinks, man. I mean, I think there's a few.
Exactly, you can't.
Yeah, you can't, man. It's just good. You got tacos, you got food, you got drinks, and then you got good friends and good people, and then a good establishment you're at, man. I mean, you can't go wrong. You got a good place there, man. Really,
nope.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
I'll include all the information below in the comment area and the information so they can follow you on Facebook, Twitter. Do you guys have Twitter? I know you guys have Facebook and Instagram.
No, unfortunately, no, we don't. Yeah, just Facebook and Instagram for both bars. No Twitter.
Cool. No, that's all good, man. I'll include all the information below. And anything else you want to say or add, man, before we end our segment here?
Well, yeah, just want to thank El Paso because really without them and what all the support they've shown our establishment, we wouldn't have got where we got. It's all about them really, and the word of mouth that they've provided for us, because you can only do so much as a business owner. People have to love it and have to love the environment that you bring to them. And with that being said, they voted us best bar food in 2017, best happy hour in 2018. So we're doing something right for the customers, and I'm glad they actually love us. And we're gonna try to bring them more locations if we can, and hopefully they love the other locations as well.
Cool, man. Again, thanks for joining me today, and man,
thanks for having me.
Can't wait to have you back in El Paso. Stay safe over there, and
thank you.
Thanks, Abel, owner of District Pub and Kitchen. Thanks for joining me, man. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thanks, man.